All right, so we'll do one last one here. So a coffee distributor needs to mix a breakfast blend that normally sells for $9.20 per pound with a Rift Valley coffee blend that normally sells for $14.70 per pound to create 40 pounds of a coffee that sells for $9.20 per pound. How many pounds of each kind of coffee should they mix? Well, okay, so we're going to have X is equal to, we need to mix breakfast blend, and we're going to mix that with a y equals the Rift Valley. And these again are going to be pounds. Okay. So what do we know? Well, we know we're going to create a total of 40 pounds of coffee. So we know that x plus y equals 40. Now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply, instead of times the concentration, we're going to multiply each one of those times the price per pound. So we're going to take 9.20x plus 14.70y equals, and now we have to multiply 9.20 times 40. Okay. Now, what do we want to do here? Well, we're going to have to do a couple things. We're going to have to take 9.20 times 40, so it's 008, and that's 36, moved over 2, so it's 368. And then we still have our 9.20x plus 14.70y. Now what we could do is we could substitute in, or we can multiply by, a negative. Let's multiply by a negative 920. Okay, so that gives me a negative 9.20x minus 9.20y, and then that equals, well, now I'm going to take 9.2 times 40. Well, I just did that, so it's interesting. It's going to be a negative, okay, let me see here. What am I doing wrong? 920 plus that. Oh, so it's 920 here and it's 920 here. Okay. Negative 368. All right. So those cancel. That gives us 0.5. That's a 5. Y equals 0. Y equals 0. So no Rift Valley, and X is equal to, in this case, the whole thing. So it's going to be 40 pounds of breakfast blend and 0 pounds of the Rift Valley. Okay. Now, I guess that makes sense because think about it. If you're taking something that averages 920 a pound plus something that averages 1470 per pound, and we're going to end up with something that's 920 per pound, well, there probably can't be very much of this in here if we're going to have the same price, and we're not going to, lose money on the deal. And so that would make sense. So now if we take and add those together, 0 plus 40 is 40, so that equation works. 920 times 40, well, that's 368, plus 0 is 368. So that would be the correct values. Threw me off a little bit there because it's like, well, if we're mixing them, we shouldn't get 0 pounds, but then we had the same price for the starting and one of the final ones. So that's why that one works that way. All right, so that's all I have. I hope that helps.